Note for you, simply mini breakers. We've already discussed that the transformer is where the flow to low voltage controls begins. And I wanted to make a note that most units come supplied with a 3 or 5 amp breaker on a circuit board, or they break the hot wire going to the transformer. However, if you ever have any trouble, which is most likely the common wire touching any of the hot legs, for example, the blower motor's energized and the common rubs against and touches G, or thermostat contacts fell closed and G stays closed, and common touches any other low voltage terminal, it doesn't matter which one. Or if common touches the body of the unit, that will cause high amperage and will cause the fuse to blow. As a result, it is a much better idea, and you should always carry these on your vans, to have a 3 amp mini breaker that is resettable. I can't tell you how many times technicians have ran to AutoZone late in the evening simply because they need to try to find a 3 or 5 amp fuse, and not always successful. The way to avoid this problem is always to have a mini breaker on your truck. They come in a little bag. They're anywhere from $6 to $12, and you have to create the ties, female and male terminal ties, to plug into your circuit board. They're also designed to be used with a unibit. You can drill a hole in the door and snap these in place. There's 2 clips that are meant to be snapped into place once you drill the correct size hole. However, it's fine just to leave them dangling in the cabinet. In fact, if you do leave them in the door and somebody isn't aware or doesn't notice or has no idea what they're doing and they rip that door off, oftentimes the situation, you can cause damage to the circuit board or pull something else loose and not recognize it. So I prefer to leave them dangling in the cabinet, and I only leave enough space to be able to lift it up, see the end, and reset the fuse. This will save you a lot of headache. And for our purposes in this lab, in order for it to become a habit to use a mini breaker, I do not want anyone applying power to any circuit with low voltage controls that has a transformer unless it is protected by a mini breaker. So, tech tip, always have a 3 amp fuse resettable mini breaker on your van at all times, or in your tool bag at all times, to be used in case of shorts. You can accidentally touch wires while you're working on it. You pop this in, and it doesn't matter how many times you short something out, or if you're tracing a short and it takes you 5 times to find it, instead of using blown fuses and throwing them away, you just reset the fuse and you continue with your work. So this is a lifesaver to save the low voltage controls. If you do not have something in place at all, you can destroy everything that's low voltage. Absolutely critical. What would be considered low voltage, for example? And it's also tied, remember, to the outdoor unit. So contactor, reversing valve solenoid, pressure switch, circuit board itself, low pressure, high pressure, relays, 340 sequencers. I've seen every single low voltage control and safety on a unit fried because it didn't have adequate protection. So make sure you carry these in your tool bags. Do not use any type of equipment or circuit that has a transformer without first protecting. And what you would do is you would break the hot leg. So you have common coming out of your transformer. You would just break the hot leg, cut it in half. One side would go here, one side would go here. Common would continue on in the circuit as if it never was touched. So most circuit boards will have a place for you to plug in directly. Be aware of that, and if you have any questions, please let me know.